Alright, what's going on, guys? So I really been wanting to put up some, like, more Wi-Fi battles and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's really hard to get a good, like, interesting battle. Most of the people that, like, challenge you, or that you challenge in, like, the PSS, most of them just don't seem really to know what they're doing, like, at all. I mean, I know I'm very new to this still, and I'm not that good. But, I mean, like, most of the time I just end up, like, 5-0ing or 6-0ing them, or they just have like a bunch of legendaries, and that's not really any fun for anybody. So it's just really hard to get a good match. And I actually had a really good one earlier today. It was like a 40-minute battle against somebody, and they disconnected on the turn they were going to lose on. And obviously the verse recorder doesn't save the video if they disconnect, and that really sucked. I was really disappointed in that, so I'm just trying to get something up. This battle is basically more just to show what an absolute beast Eviolite Chansey is. I absolutely love this thing. I showed it off a little bit in the Battle Mason video, but I wanted to show what it could do, I guess, in an actual battle. I'm sure most people know what Chansey can do, but just, this is my first time really getting into Wi-Fi battles and stuff like that. So I'm just pretty excited about stuff like this. So he is going to Mega Evolve with the Gyarados. He's already got that Intimidate off on Talonflame. That kind of sucks. I knew it was going to be a Mega set, or at least I figured. So I was hoping a U-turn would do round half-ish, but after the U-turn, it's not even going to do that much. Mega Gyarados is pretty physically defensive, so that can actually pose quite a threat. So I'm going to get the U-turn off and go out into the Gengar, just hoping that I can T-Bolt this thing and take it out. But he goes for a Dragon Dance on the switch, and that's really bad for me because he outspeeds me this turn and is able to just kill me with a Mold Breaker Earthquake. And man, I lost Gengar really stupidly there. That really sucked. And so I don't really know what to do with this thing at this point because he's faster than everything else on my team except for the Garchomp. So I know he's going to have Ice Fang, but I'm Choice Scarfed, so I have to hit this thing with an Outrage and just pray it kills. But it's so defensive, he's able to hang on, and he easily kills us with an Ice Fang. But I'm hoping the Rough Skin, it kicks in, and it still doesn't kill it either. So I'm like, damn it, man. Well, at least I got Talonflame, we got the Gale Wings, priority, Brave Bird, so at least we'll be able to take this thing out. But man, we lost Gengar and Garchomp already, and he's only lost the Gyarados so far. So things are not looking up for us right now. We're in pretty bad shape. So he is going to go into... I have no idea. Please recover from your leftovers faster. This is getting awkward. Alright, so his Hydreigon. So he goes into the Hydreigon now. And I forget Talonflame's not that fast, really. It's just, from the Gale Wings. So I just go for a U-turn, hoping for some, pretty good damage off of that. And take a Dragon Pulse in the process. It's not really worth it. I need to remember to just hard switch Talonflame on Pokemon that are definitely faster. So we go into Chansey here, and he knows that Chansey is not to be fucked with. So he's going to back out of there and go into the Aegislash. And this is actually my first time facing an Aegislash. I kind of know what they do, but, I mean, this is my first time facing one. You can only, know so much from watching, like, YouTube videos and stuff like that, until you actually experience it for yourself. You're not really quite sure what to expect. So I go into Blastoise, just figuring it was my best option to deal with this thing. I can take attacks pretty nicely, and I do have the Dark Pulse, which I'm pretty sure will fuck this thing up. So I'm expecting him to not want to stick around too long. Like, he goes for the Stance Change, or, well, the Stance Change activates, and then he goes for the King Shield to protect. And I just go for the Dark Pulse just to do it. I'm not really super sure on how Aegislash works. So I show him the Dark Pulse. I expect him to want to switch out. So I go for a Skull, just trying to get a burn on whatever else may come in. But he just stays in and goes for another Sacred Sword, which does nothing to Blastoise. So I don't know really what he's getting at this point. So I'm just going to go back to spamming Dark Pulse until I'm actually able to get one through. And so we finally do. Or, no, sorry. Yep, now we finally do. And we fuck this thing up pretty hard. So I don't know, he just threw this thing away pretty much. I threw Gengar and Garchomp away, he just threw this thing away. This was really his best option to deal with Chansey, and he missed out on that pretty badly. So he's going to go into Greninja here. I wasn't super afraid of it, but obviously Chansey walls the hell out of this thing. It's not going to be able to do anything to me, and I can easily just toxic stall it or start seismic tossing or just whatever. So he knows that Greninja's not going to be able to do anything to it. So he goes out into his last physical attacker left, I believe, which is the Talonflame. I just go for the Toxic on the switch there. So he is going to hit me with a Brave Bird, and I'm expecting this to hurt pretty bad, so I'm just going to go for a Soft Boiled, just to try to recover off some damage. And so he does go for the Brave Bird. It does hit me, like, decently hard, but nothing scary. I'm surprised at how well Eviolite Chansey took this. So we're going to crack open and eat one of our own eggs somehow, and get a whole bunch of health back, as the Toxic and the recoil from the Brave Bird are definitely going to add up there. I guess he just didn't have any better option at this point, because he's literally hurting himself more than he's hurting me at this point, with the Soft Boil and the Toxic going on. So he just doesn't have any choice. Where are these eggs coming from? What is happening? Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and recover all that back. He's gonna die to the Toxic, and I mean, he's just back where he started. The Chansey's at full health. He can't do anything to it. So he's gonna go back into the Hydreigon. Surprisingly, he's got Focus Blast. I thought he would have at least tried the Focus Blast earlier if he had it. But anyway, he's got it here. He shows it to me. It doesn't do a fucking thing. Chansey's just... if you catch, like, the right team, or, like, the right conditions, like if, you know, if I hadn't taken out that Gyarados, it probably would have been able to mess with Chansey pretty good. But since the Gyarados went down, I mean, his team just can't do anything to Chansey. So, if you see a Chansey on the other team, you definitely need to protect your big physical hitters until that Chansey's dealt with. So we're just able to Toxic, Seismic Toss this thing to death, and Chansey's just fucking killing it out here, man. He'll go into the Greninja here. I think, is this the point? Yeah, this is the point where I feel bad. I feel bad at this point. I didn't want to just, like, Toxic Seismic Toss sweep the rest of his team, so I decided to just, like, give some of the other people on my team some action. We go into the Hydreigon, and I expected... I don't know what I expected. I just fucking ate an Ice Beam and died there like an idiot. I'm gonna guess he was trying to get a Freeze Hacks on us, on that Chansey. And I just... Man, like, I just lost some friend points with Hydreigon there. That was really stupid. So we're gonna go into Talonflame and Brave Bird this thing. Easily gonna take care of this Greninja. Way too much for it to handle. Talonflame's able to live that recoil a little bit, hang on with some leftover recovery. And I'm not even sure who he has left at this point. So he's... oh, the Sylveon. And I think he's got... okay, the Sylveon. He's got the Sylveon. That's it. So, Talonflame is going to go for the Brave Bird. It doesn't quite kill it. He does kill himself. Again, I'm probably just, like, losing friend points, man. My Pokemon are like, why you do this to me? Like, Hydreigon's like, man, you made me eat a fucking Ice Beam to the face. That hurt a lot, you know? Like, Talonflame's like, you made me fucking commit suicide. And now, like, Blastoise here. Like, I just bring Blastoise in to die to a Moonblast. I kind of wasn't really expecting that to kill me, to be honest. I don't know if that crit mattered or not. But I was just trying to, like, show off some more of my Pokemon or whatever than just Chansey. But you know what? Fucking Chansey's all you need, dude. Like, you just go into a battle with Chansey, with Eviolite, and, like, you're probably gonna lose. You're probably gonna lose. But, I mean, there is a chance that if you, like, bring something else to, like, take care of, like, a physical threat like that fucking Gyarados, then Chansey will just clean everything else up. It's fucking ridiculous, man. This thing should be illegal. Should be banned. It's too good. It's too good. It can't be defeated. So yeah, there was no need for me to switch out of the Chansey there. I just literally felt bad. Sorry, Timothy. You had to experience that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day.